Hey fellas, today I'm going to show you a list of some great big games you can play on low-end hardware. Whether you have the Anbernic Win600 or the Steam Deck or any low-end laptop, you can play those games and even enjoy them on the go. So the first game I want to mention is obviously GTA 4. This is a great, awesome, big open world game, very similar to GTA 5, and you can completely enjoy this game now on low-end hardware. I remember how heavy this was back when it came out, I think in 2008, and it was impossible to run on the kind of computer I had back then. But now you can play it on this little thing, and it's not very powerful, and still the game runs pretty great. Now, this is the one that's not super smooth on the Anbernic Win600, you're gonna have to lower the settings, but it's completely playable and beatable on this device. So it's obviously gonna run great on the Steam Deck, which is more powerful, or on your low-end laptop. So yeah, big mention to this one. It's a beautiful big game. The next game I want to show you is Saints Row 4. This game is so much fun. Again, it's an open world game. You can you can do pretty much anything in this game. Just jumping around is fun. You have superpowers, you can run around, climb buildings. It's so funny. It has such a great humor, this game. Now I know recently a reboot of Saints Row came out and nobody likes it, and I can see why. It looks like it sucks, but this is the last good one, I dare say. And you can play it on the Anbernic Win600 or your Steam Deck or anything. You should definitely play this game. It has such a great sense of humor and it's so much fun, even to play the collectathon side mission, just because walking around and jumping around and using superpowers to move around this GTA 5 like world is so much fun. I love this game so much. And obviously the older Saints Row 3, 2, they're all gonna run great also because they are much older. So yeah, Saints Row, you should you should definitely check out Saints Row 4. Pretty much GTA 5 on drugs. Try it out, it's awesome. And again, you can play it perfectly well. And again, this is the kind of game that actually ran pretty badly on my computer back when it came out. Also, it's one of those games that has this fake parallax interior effect, which I always loved. Now every game does this nowadays, like Cyberpunk and Spider-Man, but this was the first game I saw with this fake interior parallax effect. Why am I calling it fake? Well, look at this. It's actually a flat wall, but when you're moving around and not looking too closely, it looks like it has an interior. So that's a pretty cool effect. Anyway, yes, this game has great effects and it looks pretty nice and it's so much fun to play. And the side missions and main missions are so much fun also. And it runs on low-end hardware, so that's awesome. Next we have Mass Effect 2, one of the best games ever made. It was once again very heavy when it came out, but now you can play it on low-end hardware like this. And it's pretty amazing playing this huge, like, open world adventure game with so many things to do in it, like countless hours of adventure in this game. And you can play it on the go, on low-end hardware now. This is so amazing. I know I already oversold it in my Anbernic Win600 review, but I'm so impressed that I can play this awesome big game on low-end hardware now. And I really urge you to play it if you haven't. It's such a great game. It has so much depth and such great characters. And yes, it runs great on low-end hardware like this. Next we have the one and only Fallout 3. An open world game. It's kind of a role-playing game. It's mostly a first-person shooter, but it's open world. So many quests to do. If you like Skyrim, you're gonna love this one. I think it's better than Skyrim, in my opinion. This is the first 3D Fallout game, or at least the first made by Bethesda, and it runs great if you want a big open world to explore and do side quests and, you know, just generally do whatever you want. Fallout 3 is where it's at. Surprisingly, this game was also a bit difficult to run back when it came out, even though it doesn't look so amazing. But now it's running perfectly well, even on low-end hardware. So you can play it on your Anbernic Win600, on your Steam Deck, whatever you have. Even a low-end laptop will probably be able to handle it perfectly. And the cool thing about games like Fallout 3 is that there are so many mods that you can install and make it even bigger, like big location mods and stuff. So this is the kind of game that never has to get old. You can always update it with mods and make it more and more fun. Even without mods, you can have so much fun in this game. You can find so many things. The world is big and full of locations, and it has a couple of DLC that's also pretty big and fun to explore. So yeah, Fallout 3. Speaking of Fallout 3, there's another Fallout game that came out, you know, a little bit after Fallout 3, that a lot of people call the greatest Fallout game. Obviously, I'm talking about Fallout New Vegas. Yes, this is one of the greatest games ever in my opinion. It's if you want a actual legit role-playing game that's open world and in first person, this is the one. This one gives you so many options to roleplay as whatever kind of person you want to be. It's so much fun. It's again a big open world game made by the original creators of Fallout. And yes, it runs great and you can play it on your low-end portable device or laptop. I definitely recommend Fallout New Vegas. Just like I recommend pretty much every other game I showed you. All of those games are amazing and big and fun. So yeah, if you've been wondering what can I play on low-end hardware, well, those games. Obviously there's a lot more I could have talked about, but I wanted to keep it, you know, safe. So even if you have a super low-end laptop or handheld, these games are almost surely gonna run. Now if we look at some newer games, then maybe not. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful, fun, entertaining, whatever. Hopefully you saw a game that you wanna try now. Let me know in the comments if you did. And you know, subscribe, blah blah blah. See you next time.